Chris here, aka Kermie, and welcome to Reading with Kermie. And don't stress the small stuff, it's just small stuff. Hopefully everybody's having a good evening this evening. I switched my routine. I usually do Kermie karaoke a lot of times right after. Well, I do Reading with Kermie a lot of times right after Kermie karaoke, but I had lunch today with a friend, so now I'm back and I did with some house chores and stuff, so here we are. Reading with Kermie, and this next chapter is called Realize the Power of Your Own Thoughts. Ooh, bet you it's a good one because true story. Alright, let's see what happens here. If you were to become aware of only one mental dynamic, the most important one to know about would be the relationship between your thinking and the way you feel. It's important to realize that you are constantly thinking. Don't be fooled into believing that you are already aware of this fact. Think for a moment about your breathing. Until this moment, when you are reading this sentence, you had certainly lost sight of the fact that you were doing it. The truth is, unless you are out of breath, you simply forget that it's occurring. Thinking works in the same way. Because you're always doing it, it's easy to forget that it's happening. True story. It's because it is, and it becomes invisible to you. Unlike breathing, however, forgetting that you are thinking can cause some serious problems in your life, such as unhappiness, anger, inner conflicts, and stress. Yes, it can. The reason this is true is that your thinking will always come back to you as a feeling. There's a point-to-point relationship. Try getting angry without first having angry thoughts. Okay, now try feeling stressed out without first having stressful thoughts, or sad without sad thoughts, or jealous without thoughts of jealousy. You can't do it. It's impossible. The truth is, in order to experience a feeling, you must first have a thought to produce that feeling. Unhappiness doesn't and can't exist on its own. Unhappiness is the feeling that accompanies negative thinking about your life. In the absence of that thinking, the unhappiness or stress or jealousy can't exist. There's nothing to hold your negative feeling in place other than your own thinking. The next time you are feeling upset, notice your thinking. It will be negative. Remind yourself that if your thinking is negative, remind yourself that it's your thinking that is negative, not your life. The simple awareness will be the first step in putting you back on the path towards happiness. It takes practice, but you can't get to this point where you treat your negative thoughts and let me start that sentence over. It takes practice, but you can get to the point where you treat your negative thoughts in much the same way you would treat flies at a picnic. You shoo them away and get on with your day. Well, that was a good chapter, and if it was that easy. And you know what? Like the book says, it does take practice to get rid of those thoughts and change ways of thinking, and we got a long way to go with that, because for me anyway, thinking that negative thinking, that weird thinking, those random thoughts, just like I said, come up on random. So I really got to be self-aware and mindful when that takes place, and it does take practice, and it takes that being aware and being mindful at that moment, whatever moment it might be. And I practice it on a daily basis because just like yesterday, these thoughts come in my head out of nowhere, and I have no idea where they're coming from. And this happens almost on a daily basis. And I'm thinking past trauma, past life. I don't know, and it's just a weird phenomenon sometimes, our thoughts. And I know thoughts are also energies. So yes, I've been practicing trying to transform that. You know, of course we're not perfect, and it's okay, because hey Binks, we do what we can on a daily basis with the thoughts we get. But I always like to wonder what Binks is always thinking, but he keeps them to himself, his thoughts to himself. Maybe that's better, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we do become our thoughts. If that what the even chapter was, let me look back at that. Realize the power of your own thoughts. Yes, thoughts becomes actions, and that becomes our experience, you know, and so we don't have to be professionals at it, but we just gotta be aware of what we're doing in our lives to try to change that experience, maybe, or try to have a different feeling. Not necessarily always a better feeling, just a different feeling or whatnot. But yeah, I'm a truly believer. I'm a true, firm believer that thoughts are very powerful. And I think that's why they call it spelling, because you're spelling words and thoughts. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and yeah, take care. I think now that I'm done with my chores, I'm taking a break and having a little snack, and who knows what the evening will bring. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday evening. Binks also thinks you guys should have a great evening too. Oh, good night. Peace.